New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here we go, here we
From
go.
the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
65. Here we go.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he finds Beasley, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Garoppolo. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Play action, Garoppolo. And that's caught by Beasley. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
John Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
41 Mike.
Back to throw. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. 54.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. On the ball.
Hit it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
That's it, baby.
Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Gates with a grab. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 76 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that? Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. 52.
The toss out to Barkley. And he's got some space here. Pass and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
White.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kareem Martin able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And they're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Here we go.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Garoppolo now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Ready?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Jones going to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, good for a giant 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here I come. Here I come.
Jones now. Off play action. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
50, plant.
Mike 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Rosas puts this one through. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll make it 2nd down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Check, punch it.
And that'll set him back 5.